Viewers all over the world, yawa don gas o. Many people don dey talk say this justice for Mohbad no go ever end halfway o. Papa Mohbad, Mr. Aloba Joseph don take one ogbonge decision wey shock everyone o. I go drop the live video for now so that una go understand me better. But before that, this is WUNMi TV. We offer latest update about Nigerian politicians, celebrity gist and many more. Support us by subscribing to this particular channel, WUNMi TV. You can as well follow us on Facebook and join my channel membership for personal contribution. Always turn on the bell icon to get notified on time whenever I drop a new video. So my dear listeners, let's go there.
If Mohbad died according to the CTC, which the Abati himself, I confronted him last week and he could not even give me an answer to this. He kept quiet. And I said, on the CTC, WUNMi said she was not sure that Mohbad died around 3 p.m. So I told Abati, let's agree that Mohbad died 3 p.m. according to WUNMi. She wasn't all sure, but she seems he died 3 p.m. Okay, let's agree that he was not really sure. So let's add 2 hours. The 4. So if you add 2 hours to the time that Mohbad died before, that should be 1 p.m. So if you add another 2 hours after Mohbad died, that would be 5 p.m. So that means Mohbad died between 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Baba Mohbad claimed, I'm very careful with what I'm saying, so that's why I said Baba Mohbad claimed, because I wasn't there, that he got to the house around 10:30 p.m. in the middle of the night and he met over 100 people in that house. Among the people he met in the house, he made mention of Zlatan, Lifestyle, Darosha, Davido's PA, and the lawyer. Now, my attention drawn to the lawyer. I told about it. Since Baba Mohbad claimed that he met a lawyer there, a lawyer is a learned person that's supposed to put these people that he met that was in the house to order. The time that the lawyer got to the house, Baba Mohbad did not know about it. He does not know. So far that Baba Mohbad arrived at the house around 10:30 p.m. and he met the lawyer there. So how long has the lawyer been into the house? We do not know. So why is it that the lawyer did not advise the people in the house if they told the father or the parent of the child that the Mohbad had died? Number one. Why didn't the lawyer also tell them if they have reported the body of Mohbad to the police? That's where I'm going to. The lawyer was supposed to give them advice that have you report the dead body to the authority? The answer is no. As a learned person, you do not allow these people to keep a dead body in the house without informing the authority, the police. That shows that you are also aiding and abetting with these people. That means you agree to also allow them to keep a dead body in the house without informing the authority. So it's been 5 hours, 30 minutes to the arrival of Baba Mohbad to come to that house before he came out and said, okay, let us call the ambulance and let us take this body to the police. The learned person that was there, that was Mohbad's lawyer, did not give them that suggestion. He was just there doing things along with them. So Baba Mohbad needs to sue that lawyer for staying there as a Mohbad's lawyer and not advising them to do the real thing, the normal thing they're supposed to do. He need to be sued. So when they sued him, then he says now at the court they will not know if they need to seize his license or whatever. They need to be questioned. When you got there to the house, did you ask questions? No. Did you ask them how Mohbad died? No. So since Mohbad died around 5 p.m. and they told you that Mohbad died, did you pick up your phone to call Baba Mohbad? Did you tell them that they should go and report the body to the police?
No.
You also calmed down in the house, staying with them, and you met at the Allah Afar. According to Mohbad, he said he met some cleric, Islamic cleric in the house, and you were there. You went to meet Baba Mohbad outside. You know, those are the things surrounding that lawyer thing that Baba Mohbad needs to. You know, I want to see she to do that. And who's supposed to be sued too? Baba also need to sue the state government for not when they went to do the external autopsy, they did not invite, they did not tell WUNMi to bring her own personal pathologist. The same thing with Baba pathologist as well, for transparency and accountability. Because we do not know because in any given state or developed countries, they will ask you to come. If you want to do this kind of pathologist, they will, for transparency's sake, they will ask me, bring your, like now, when they give Baba Mohbad a chance to do pathologist, now they ask Baba Mohbad that if you want to do any autopsy, you must do it in the presence of WUNMi. So it's not necessarily that WUNMi has to be there presently, but WUNMi has to call our representative to be there to see what Baba Mohbad's representative wants to do to the body. James,
yeah.
So the government's supposed to have done the same thing that they're trying to do to Baba Mohbad now. They're supposed to do that.
That's failure on the part of the government.
Exactly. Indictment. That's an indictment to them. And Baba Mohbad need to capitalize that, because they did not do that. Because if they have done that, the state won't be here right now. Because now we don't know. We're asking that we're not sure if it was mobile specimen that they took to America to do to the NMS lab. Those are the loopholes that I see. I think I need to just drop my mic here. And if you have any other different opinion,
who else wants to speak? Apike or Beat? Can you open your mic and talk?
Let me quickly speak back.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The boss man. I like you always because you've been passionate from day one of this justice for mohbad. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
He has really said almost everything that made me to wanted to come up.
Okay.
I trust him for that. But I came across something yesterday that ran chills through my body, man. Honestly, Americans, when they have a cold case, sometimes too, they use all these side shapes, to kind of speak to the dead. And I watched this, man. Wow. My mouth was like, I couldn't sleep. I had to go and call my daughter from her room to come sleep with me last night. Yes, ma'am. I mean, she doesn't know anything about this case, but they've been troubling her to kind of look into it. Her name is Candice Star as in double R at the end. Candice, and she started everything just like what were they thinking. She even got into trouble that she was choking and sneezing badly, like she couldn't finish it. She said she would have to do the second part of it. She told, everything from the beginning, how they didn't really believe in mohbad to becoming a star, and some people in his bloodline, his name, her name is, Candy Star. I've seen her once with these Kardashians. Okay. They wanted to find out something, and she broke down everything they needed to know about their dad, And she said nobody really believed in mohbad. He really didn't have any support. Like they were kind of mocking him in the family, like, there he goes. I think that would be Darosha. You remember they said Darosha was the first person in their family to come out as somebody that is, prosperity prospect somehow. Until mohbad came out, and she was writing something down and started joking. She said she's seen a dark hole, and the dark hole, it's something like, it's very dark, and it's something that has to do with signature, like she did it again, and then she started sneezing and said, yes, I think I know now, something like about a contract, So when I watched that, then I ran back online to tell some people that were giving credit to this boss, Naira Marley, that don't believe him. You know, how can you all just come out like that and start praising Naira Marley all of a sudden? What happens for the past 10 months that we've been talking about this and Naira Marley hadn't come out? And now he's suddenly ready to help find what happened to Mohbad. You know, so this lady talked about contract and about big time money, you know, and that one of this is bloodline, Mohbad's bloodline, knows about this money, that is wealthy, because he didn't really believe in him until he became a rapper. That was the name this woman, you know, used about Mohbad. That but when Mohbad became a rapper, his glory started shining. And then jealousy, and the people that were around him, he thought they were like him. But unfortunately, nobody liked him. Nobody was there for him. And that the night that that thing happened, she mentioned a night, you know, that this thing happened on a night. And I'm coming. And, you know, something happened through veins that she's seen injections. She's seen a nurse. Yes, she saw a nurse and she saw injections through veins intravenously, and that suddenly she herself became frozen. You know, I said it's like when someone became frozen and he could still hear what was going around him, that it wasn't done. And he was trying to communicate outside, but his body was in a state of rigor mortis. It was frozen, you know, and that was when they decided to take him to a hospital. She mentioned a hospital. Go and see it, ma, really. And then after that, when they got to the hospital, there was somebody in that hospital that knew about his coming. But she's not sure who this person is. And then she, you know, kind of deeper, and then she said, oh, wait, this is mean. This is very mean. What they are doing to him is very mean. They are mean people. And that this person that was there is not a doctor, it's not a nurse, but this person is in the know of what they had to do to Mohbad. And they passed over something to this person. And then they now injected this thing again into him. And still, Mohbad's spirit was still intact. He could hear everybody talking, but he was already frozen. And then she said something like throwing up. Remember they said he vomited? This woman said the same thing, that, oh, wow, this is mean. They did something to him that made him to start throwing up. After throwing up, his spirit was still in that he had a very strong spirit. He didn't want to go. He could still hear people talking like, don't. But they tried to put him in a box. And he was still telling them, I'm not dead, I just can't move. Help me. And this person, another person came in, a man. He said, wow, this man is very terrible, very mean. You will watch it, man, you see. She said, wow, I'm even scared of this man. There is some diabolical kind of thing happening on his soul, like a soul collector. If you've watched that movie before, that's what she said. I've never seen Soul Collector before. She said this person is a soul collector. They were doing mean things to Mohbad's spirit, trying to collect his soul, but this guy was still fighting. And then suddenly he went into a dark space after they have put him in a box. And when they put him in the box, he could still hear everybody talking. And then she started choking again and said, wow, all her career life, she has never seen something terrible like this being done to someone. And that what Mohbad said last was that, I don't really deserve this. Because these people, he joined them, but when he discovered what they were doing, he decided to opt out. So they now put a dart, like, you know, all this dart game, they put it on his back. And it's coming from that contract that he signed. So they put that on his back, an arrow. He must go. He has to go. So that was from the time his trouble started. And if you all know what I'm talking about, that's what this American lady was saying, that you people will know what I'm saying, that all his woes started from the time he took that pen and signed a contract. Exactly. And that what he saw while signing, when he had already signed the contract, made him to regret why he ever signed the contract. In fact, I could not sleep. I was feeling really just like the beginning when it just passed. I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I was always scared in my.
Can you send the video to me?
No, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. If you just type, let me type the name.
I need the link. I watched it last week. I didn't finish it.
Oh, you watched it? You
personally do not believe that.
Yes, boss man. You know, I mean, if that lady could break down all these things like this, we should put 1 plus 1 together. That all we've been saying from the beginning is exactly what happened to mohbad. And that they used somebody. I don't know if you saw that aspect more. Boss man, when she said they used somebody to carry out this, it's like a hit. You know, since they placed a number on him, and they now use somebody close to him to carry out the hit on him, and that he would have survived if they did not take him to the hospital. That hospital. So which one are we going to believe? Is it the first hospital they went to, or the second one they went to? You know, like you said earlier, is the whole system of Nigeria, because this case is so easy to solve, It's so easy.
Very.
If the police wanted to be involved, this guy already left a lot of traces, a lot of clues to what happens to him. How come suddenly they are jubilating on a mobile phone found? And I've been saying this, that someone typed as well, like, why can't one of the lawyers as well go to WhatsApp? And since 10 months, this should have been the first thing they should have even worked upon as an evidence, to try to trace his phone or to even get his messages. Like here in France, I live in France. Come on, you can, as I'm talking to you, everything is being doctored. We cannot say anything, outside the box. They will find out. If you have a case in the future, they will bring it against you. So
please tap on the screen. Please tap on the screen and share, please.
Why can't the Nigerian authorities do that? So I believe it's high time Baba's legal team has to sue, the Nigerian police. They have to really sue them, because this is negligence, or it's not negligence, or it's a mean thing trying to cover up something. Then they will have a case from there. But as Baba said on Sunday, he said he's not ready for anything right now until he finds out what really took his son's life. That after that, he will be coming out bit by bit to to untie all the knots that's been tied already. So I believe that really this guy will get justice. It's just a question of time. It's a question of time. And now if they heard that this girl, the baby boy, so-called baby mama, is in possession of his phone, it's all out there. So will Nigerian police tell us now that they don't know that Naomi has his phone? If government can hear about someone being trying to be assassinated about 4 days ago, and they came online to talk about it, so how come about the one that is happening on the news? So I believe that all these things is tied, but I know that God is a God of vengeance. He will untie everything that is knotted. Everything will be released, and surely I believe it so much, I believe. I even still had a dream about him that 3 days ago. He was on a bicycle in front of his house there, with a casket. We call it casket. I don't know what you people call it. Wherever you live, it's a tap, a face tap. And he was smiling. He saw his house and he was smiling. And I said, mohbad, why are you smiling? He said, just leave them alone. Just that his gentle voice, just leave them alone. I'm just smiling. He came on a bicycle to see his house, And then I was like, maybe because now he knows that people are kind of contemplating to put his house into the market, to sell it. It's such a very strange thing like that. the whole of Nigeria, let me say the whole of Nigeria system are not interested into what took his life. There must be a very big secret under his phone. You know, I think maybe even that was why they had to eliminate him. You know, because if you remember that his voice note that he left, what happened to my phone? What happened to my WhatsApp? You don't we share the same iCloud, right? Okay, is that what you want to use against me after you've all killed me, right? Okay, don't worry. I know you can't. They won't do anything to you, but I believe and I know that my God will judge you, and you will never have peace. You know. So maybe it's that thing this girl is using against the government, you know, themselves. That okay, if I go down, you all go down. You know, like there's some secrets there that mohbad possessed before his passing. And this girl is in the know of it. And she must really find out, she must really have this phone. So maybe she's been using that to hold the government into ransom. You know, because it's strange. Come on. Nigerian police are no, as mean as they are and as professional as they are, with all that they don't even have, like what they have here outside, you know, in the Western world, what they have, Nigerian police don't have that. But they will prove and bring down who is in the do of this thing, but they refuse to just, you know, turn a blind eye to it. So there is a lot on that phone, man. There's a lot on that phone, and I would really, I don't know who has close contact with Baba to kind of advise him on that. While waiting for this autopsy and toxicology result, why can't they just start ticking on that? A step is a step forward, man. A step is a step forward, even if it's going to take them 6 months, but at least they've started. You know, so I don't know if you are close to him or Bossman or anybody here that is close to Baba, let them be, you know, let them go and advise Baba to contact WhatsApp and at the same time to consult his phone. Let them get all his messages. It's very easy to get all messages, man. It's very, very easy.
Yeah,
can do that.
And the truth is this: they need to get permission from the police to authorization. Let me say authorization, because even if they go to MTN want to get the information through the iCloud, to get information from the iCloud, they are not going to grant them except the police gives them the permission to do that. That's the problem.
Wow.
And the truth is, will the police give them the permission because they know if they do, it will indict so many people.
Exactly.
That is where the problem is.
Do you remember the girl herself said that in the beginning, that if she should talk, a lot of people that we don't even know will go down.
That's just a simple truth. Imagine she equally came out on her own without nobody bullying her or talking her into doing it. She said she knows exactly what happened to the husband.
Exactly.
The industry people are involved in it, but she cannot talk. We ordinarily we expected her to be apprehended then and to be asked questions. What are you saying? Who are the people? So that they can give her protection, so that they can ask her to say what she knows. But still, they did as if they didn't see anything.
I think it's from a very high place, man. It's not what we're thinking. I don't think it's only limited to Lagos, you know. And I'm aware of one guy also that came out initially. Then when everybody was thinking it was Naramali, you know, the whole world was shouting Naramali. A guy came out that was equally a Malian and spoke a lot. And since then we've not heard of him. I don't know I can't remember his name, but he said a lot that time about how they used to carry this thing and how they always forced them to go and lie with, you know, old men that has private jets and for them to be able to use his private jet to carry out whatever they want to carry out. You know, that guy said a lot. I don't know if anybody heard then that he was always using bro. He said he was hiding